You're watching Global News Morning on Global Kingston. Good Wednesday morning to you. Thanks for joining us here on Global News Morning. Our good friend Matt Lee is here and talking about real estate issues, as we always do on Wednesdays. And we're talking about roofs on houses today because we're coming out of a winter, and in the winter the roofs really take a beating.
Yeah, it's funny, right? I mean, I went away in the winter to San Diego on a trip with the kids, and you go down there and you see all these buildings that look like they're built in 1970, and like they kind of look really nice and still put together well, and our weather just can't handle that. You know, it's one of these things. So when we start talking about roofs and we start looking at how do we withstand this -20, this -30 climate, because you know when we start saying, oh, they're 25-year shingles, maybe in Phoenix.
Yeah, right.
You know,
what can the cold temperatures do to a roof? I guess depending on the
everything.
shingle.
You know, it basically is you're taking something that's so cold and brittle, and you know you're hammering it with ice. You know, and basically it's something that over time, our climate just is a lot harder on any exterior, and it doesn't matter if it's siding or if it's roofs in particular. So I always say in the spring, go out and have a look. You know, take a set of binoculars, and if it's an older shingle that's called like a 3-tab, it looks like that regular kind of brick look. If it's starting to space, so you're starting to get gaps in it, or it's starting to curl up, it's time to get somebody there to price it.
So obviously Kingston's a buyer's market or a seller's market. A lot of people, we have a not very high vacancy rate. So people are going to be buying maybe some older homes.
Yeah.
And this could be an issue with the roofs.
What it is, and I start talking about this in regards to value. If all of a sudden you are saying, okay, I need a roof, and you have somebody that comes in and is a buyer, and they say, well, that roof's going to cost me $15,000, and in actual facts, you know, it could cost you, say 7, 8, 9. They're putting more value on that, so therefore you could get less. It's a potential that you're going to cost yourself more money if that doesn't get done, or you don't get it quoted. You know, so that you have that actual fact saying this is what it's going to cost.
Right.
Don't inflate that price and cost me money on the way out. So these are the things that you have to look at and make sure that it's being taken care of.
Some pictures of examples as well here.
So this is a newer style shingle. It's called an architectural shingle. These are a little bit thicker. We've got away from the 3-tab. These are going to be a 35, 40-year shingle, which will probably last 25 years. They're thicker. They're harder to cut, so it does take more time. We're finding that the roofers do take a bit more time doing that, but they're doing great. We don't see very many of these, but I thought it was nice. You know, there's a few in town. This is called the Spanish style. These are
this reminds me of California, maybe New Mexico.
Yeah, we see a few, maybe, but it's a custom design. It's a clay tile, and we don't see very many here, but you definitely, and actually it would probably be because of ice. Ice damming would probably pull them apart a little bit more, but that's a design that you can do.
Well, I was going to ask, what can the winter do to these? Would they be affected by cold at all? The ceramic clay ones? Yeah,
there's a potential. I think that they would withstand over the years. It's just a matter of does the ice kind of grab them and pull them out of place? Like that's more what you're looking at. So that I would say that would be the issue.
Okay, some more pictures here, Matt.
This is a flat roof green style, which is interesting. I mean, we see a lot of flat roofs in Kingston on multifamily buildings. We don't see a lot
like apartments and stuff.
We don't see a lot on houses. But this is something that is becoming more green style.
Okay.
This looks like a shingle, but it's actually a metal roof. So this is a style that has come out, and metal has a 75-year warranty, and if it's laid properly, there shouldn't be any issues. So some people say, I don't particularly like the way that steel roofs look as that big kind of slate barn style. Sometimes they think that it's just like this long piece and it doesn't look great. That gives you an actual piece to be able to make it look like shingles.
I was thinking the summer though, it would attract a lot of heat.
Well, that's potential, but I mean, the inside should be the same temperature as the outside of your roof. It's the insulation that will protect that. And I mean, if you want to put extra insulation between your drywall and the actual rafters, it would be okay.
Okay, one last picture here, Matt.
Tesla roof. So this is the new
Tesla.
the new Tesla roof. So basically, they're designing it. They're using it in the States. I'm sure it is coming here. And basically, once the roof, the sun hits the roof, it's generating power, and you're putting it into a battery bank in the side of the house.
So you're saving money?
Absolutely. And they actually are looking at the cost of, per the roof itself to put it on for a Tesla roof compared to, say, a steel roof. It is more money, but you're generating it back, and it's going to feed back into the meter, which will either cut the cost off your bill, or you can battery bank it and then use it within your house. This is the new style.
And it's coming to Canada very, very soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
I just noticed your phone went off.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
good timing because we're about to wrap up the segment. Someone's got a deal.
I know. Just keep going, doesn't
Yep.
it? Yeah.
We need your help, Matt.
Real estate tips brought to you by Matt Lee of Royal LePage.